Hi there, it's your Sewing Sherpa Shauna here at Needles and Knots in Tucson, Arizona, and I want to thank you for joining me here for Lunar New Year 2025. Today is the first day of the Chinese New Year, which is based on the lunar calendar, and this is the year of the wooden snake. I know nothing of Lunar New Years or wooden snakes or Chinese mythology. But I figured today would be a really great day to start something new that wasn't tied to the actual New Year's, for which I was deathly ill with pneumonia. Well, deathly ill, but I was pretty dang sick. Anyways, I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is the year that I take a little bit of time to figure out what my style is. Okay, Year of the snake, off with the old, on with the new. I think I've said this a few times, but snakes shed their skin to reveal something fresh and bright. It's usually the same thing they had on before, but anyways, I'm gonna try out something different. So how we dress reflects who we are. There's no getting around it. Fashion used to be dictated by really strict norms, like your skirt had to be this long and you had to wear this kind of waist and stuff like that. But over time, and I have to say, accelerated by the internet, the norms have broadened up so wide and there are no norms anymore. We're on our own. You either look pulled together or you don't look pulled together. And how we look pulled together is by having a strong sense of our own style and having a wardrobe that reflects that sense of style in a polished way. Polished doesn't mean shiny, but pulled together way. Anyways, whether your style's like lounge clothes 24/7 or your style is tailored from tip to toe 24/7, either way, you got to commit, right? You got to commit if you're kind of blending your lounge with your tailored and your pajamas and stuff. So that won't work, right? That doesn't look pulled together. So the average person doesn't see themselves as a fashion designer, right? But you are. Every day you get up and you design what you're going to look like for the day from your head down to your feet. Sometimes you put a little bit more effort into it than others. But I think it's a lot harder to do if your wardrobe isn't a safe place to start. So not only am I a classically trained fashion designer, I've also worked with hundreds of fashion designers across the country, and I've watched them pull together, lines of clothing, and I've seen what works and what doesn't work, to create a story that we want, that really sells, basically. And what we're doing when we get dressed in the mornings, we're selling ourselves to the world. It sounds cheap, doesn't it? Don't do that. We're not going to sell ourselves cheap. So I've spent most of my life trying to figure out what my style is. I actually haven't spent any time trying to figure out what my style is. I've been dinking around. I love secondhand shopping. I go to secondhand stores, try out this thing and that thing. I like this fabric. Let's see what this cut does. Oh, isn't that fascinating? So my style's just been all over the place, which is fine. And I've also worked with all these different designers, and as I'm making them clothes, I'm trying out their clothes on me and seeing, what that style does for me. So now I'm ready. I've gone through a lot of drama the last 3 or 4 years, and I just feel like, my whole life and wardrobe have just kind of jumbled up. I've been sent through a meat grinder, and I have no idea what I'm looking at when I go to my closet. And I'm really ready for a strong direction and to just redefine or to define it all, like my style. So if you would like to join me with this adventure, this is going to be like a full year workshop, the whole thing. And actually, I think the lunar year this year is going to be like an extra month long, because the next lunar year doesn't start till like the middle of February. And it's going to be the year of the horse, where we're going to charge forward confidently with our new style. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. Um, so the first and most important step is the purge of your wardrobe. And not just your closet, but the drawers, the coat closet, the accessories, the shoes, like everything, the purge. We're going to just start with the closet for the first one. It's no, we're not going to overwhelm ourselves. I'm going to give the first full month to the purge and clearing things out and starting to understand why we wear what we wear and what's important to us about each piece that we keep. So, while we're at this, don't like try and clean out your husband's wardrobe or your partner's wardrobe, your kid's wardrobe, your sister's or whatever. Like, just focus on yourself, like your own oxygen mask. This is about you. And then once you've got it figured out, then maybe you want to go back and help someone else, or maybe they'll actually come to you for help because they see what you did. That's my hope. So, first step is the clothes closet purge. So, we're going to take a hard look at our closet. And because I've been displaced so many times in the last few years, my clothes closet, well, it took like a half an hour to go through. And I recorded it and I'm sharing it with you, and you don't need to watch it. You don't need to watch. You don't even play. It's just I said I would do it, so I did it. And maybe there'll be something in there that will help you as I go through and kind of decide between which pieces I'm going to keep and which one I don't. But if you've been settled in the same house for a long time and you've been comfortable, this is going to take you a lot longer. It might take you a day or two or three or maybe a full week of just like pondering pieces and stuff. So the thing is, what I want you to do when you are clearing out your closet is to be really aggressive with your purge. And that's why I want you to make sure, like, as you're going through this, don't feel like you need to throw anything away. I mean, if you're like, okay, I am ready to let that go, like trash style, or I'm ready to let that go, like donate style, like 100% ready, congratulations, let it go. But this isn't supposed to be that uncomfortable. It should be kind of fun and interesting. So the pieces that you're not sure about, I want you to put them in the pile, like the mending pile or the upcycling pile, or, the to be donated or gifted pile. And know that you don't have to throw them away. They're going to stay with you. They can stay with you for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, the rest of the year, next year, your entire life. It's up to you. I have a box that I constantly put stuff in, and some of the pieces are kind of ridiculous and some are cool, but it's the one that's going to stay with me. Anyhow, as you're going through your closet, also don't be like, oh, this fabric is super cool and I'm going to turn it into something, so it's got to stay in my closet. No, if you don't wear it and you can't wear it, it's got to come out and it's got to go into a pile that will then go into a bag or a box, depending on your situation. Like if you have a garage, you might want a box. Some of the categories you might come up with are like donate or mending, upcycling, too big, too small, heirloom, past life, next life. In the end, when I got done, I had 3 piles. Donate, keep so I can copy it and turn it into a pattern, because the garment itself is either destroyed or not the right size, but it's a really cool idea. I happen to have quite a few of those, and they're taking up a very big plastic box, but I'm going to get around to them. They're not in my closet anymore. That's the point. We're getting them out of the closet. And then I have my box with my heirloom stuff. So what was left in my wardrobe were clothes that I like and I wear, and clothes that I don't like and I wear. All right? Nothing fell into the zone of I wear it and I love it, which kind of sucks, right? Because that's what I want to have at the end of this year. I want to look in my closet and be like, I wear it and I love it. I mean, you're always going to be evolving, your style will be evolving, and things will wear out and get stains. And this is going to be kind of an exercise in, what to do with something when it wears out or gets stains or no longer fits properly, like how to pull it out and let it go without creating a hole in your wardrobe. You know what I mean? So Anyways, some of you guys might end up with a zone in your closet that's like clothes I don't love, but I have to wear, like scrubs or uniforms or things like that. And we'll talk about those too because those are important and you need to feel comfortable in those. They need to fit you, and bringing some style of yours in with those when you go where you're going. So, it's a full package. But anyways, we're not going to go too far today. So in step 2 of the closet purge, we're going to go back into the closet and look at each piece that we kept. Now, some of you are going to be keeping like hundreds of pieces, maybe even thousands. I don't know what your wardrobe's like, right? You might have that walk-in like closet with 4,000 pieces that still overwhelms you and you're not sure what your style is and you're doing this on purpose. But we're going to go and hit the major pieces and kind of analyze them for why we like them, and then kind of figure out what we could do to improve on them, right? So like this little cardigan thing was a sew sample, and it could be done in a lot better ways that are a little bit more flattering, a little bit more interesting. This is comfortable. I like to wear it. It goes with a lot of things. But anyways, we're starting out with clearing out the closet, all right? And then once we've gone through the closet, we're going to hit the drawers, we're going to hit the accessories, the bags, things like that, and kind of do the same process with them, and then develop a plan for month 2. So I hope you can join me. This is going to be fun. And again, you don't really actually need to watch me clear out my whole closet. It's kind of embarrassing. But you're welcome to. And let me know how it goes as you're going along, because I'm interested. And if there's anything I can help with, let me know too. Okay? Keep on sewing.